out again. I'm back in the North York Moors, and I'm back starting to chop yet, and I've left the car in the Buckingham car park again. It's not a bad day. It's what, 3:30 on the 28th of July. I'll give you a little look round. So my intention today is to go to a place that I've had 2 previous attempts to go to. The first time there was three of us and we couldn't find room to pitch 3 tents. The next time I came on my own and it was far too windy for the tent I had at the time. So today I'm going to give it another try, but this time the wind shouldn't put us off because I've got a new tent to try out, and I'll show you that when we get there. So I'm going to Cringle Moor, but I'm going to camp just before we get to the viewpoint there, above some crags. And again, I'll tell you what you call them when I get there, because I can't remember now. I'll have to look at the map. So off we go. We're going to go over Cold Moor towards Cringle Moor. I'll get you on later. As you can probably tell by the puffing and panting that's going on, I'm starting to make a bit height. But it's not a bad gradient. Up towards Cold Moor, which is up there. The skies are starting to look a bit dark and moody, but I can't see any sign of rain. There's Billsdale mast in the distance, and that's Billsdale Valley down there, and that's where we're going. Just a nice breeze to keep the flies away, which is what you want. But I've got plenty of time, so I'm not going to hurry. I'm just going to plod my way up there. So I've climbed to the top of Cold Moor, and I'm just now making my way on the plateau. Isn't it funny, there's not as queer as folk, is there? I've just passed a couple, obviously out for a walk. I said, good afternoon, nice day, isn't it? And they completely ignored me. Nothing as queer as folk. But their loss, not mine. Well, I've just joined the Cleveland Way. So that's where I've come from. That's the Wainstones over there. And that's where I'm going, at the top of Cringle Moor. But as you can see all the way up to Middlesbrough, Stokesley, over there. It's a bit windy, but not too bad. Just a gentle breeze, really. There's Rosebery topping in the distance. I'm on the hard bit of the climb now. That's where I'm going, up there. Just nice and steady. Plenty of time. Just past a big group of men. I don't know where they're heading like, but there's about 7 or 8 of them. They weren't on the Cleveland Way, because this is the Cleveland Way. I think they're taking the easy part of it, the one that doesn't go up and down the hills. It's certainly a lot more overgrown than the last time I come up here. A lot more bracken about, but there's not many flies. Right, I think I'll put this camera over here so I can concentrate on what I'm doing. Well, that's the tent up. I think I'm on a bit of a slope, but if my head's at the top, it'll not be so bad. So that's, as I said, this is the new tent, and it's the Durston X-Mid 2, and it's gone up quite good. It does take up quite an area, like, but I prefer that because I like the space. So I'm going to sort of empty my bag a bit now. That's my new 3FUL Quidian, where you use the mat as your back support. So that's in first. There's my nail mat. I'll put that there. That's my food, my plate and cup, ensuite, rubbish bags and a cloth to wipe the condensation. Let's hope I don't have any. That's my toiletry bag. The electrics. It's just my cutting board to put my stove on. There's my thermarest mat, which I'll blow up in a minute. I'm sure you don't watch us do that. My clothes, well, sleeping clothes mainly, I'll just throw them in the corner there. My quilted coat, which I hope I don't need, but I've got it. And my bag. And my pillow. Right, I think that's just about it. Oh no, the important things. Little beer. I'll put that there. Rubbish bag. And another little beer. It's not actually little beer. It's Luminous Nights, and it's brewed in Glasgow. No, brewed in Dundee. The 71 Brewing Company. Very nice it is too. All set up. Just had myself a cup of coffee. Find my spoon. Cheers. I'll have the beer later. Might have a bit of chocolate. There it is. Got to fry my coffee. Down the backstroke. There's out. Not a bad spot to sit and have a cup of coffee, is it? Huh? Opening time. Luminous Nights, New England DIPA. I don't know what the D stands for. Made in fresh modern beer brewed in Dundee. Very nice. So I've just boiled the water and I'm going to have this tonight. Chicken curry. We'll give it a go. It's been there about a couple of minutes now, so I've got to give it, it says 8 minutes. And I'll give it another stir and have another look out. It's a lovely night. There's not much wind at all. The view I've got is really nearly smashing. Rosemary topping over there, and I can see right over to the sea. I presume over that way is sort of Seal Sands and Hartlepool way in Middlesbrough. It's really smart. There's odd people going walking past because I'm just off the Cleveland way, but I think I've seen 3 people. That's about it. It's what, 5 to 7 now. I was just listening to a bit of radio before I put the telly on. I put the telly on. I think I was at home. Before I put the camera on, I went to see. Before I came out today, I was packing my bag, and Stephen gave me a mosquito net, head net. Oh, it must have been last year. And every time I've gone away out camping, I've took it with us. And I've never needed it. Today I'm packing and I could hell find it, and I've looked all over. And I thought, I know what's going to happen here. If I don't take a midgie net with us, I'm going to be bothered by the midgies. As it happens, I'm not. But on the way here, I went to Dalton Park, near Merton. And I couldn't believe how many people were in Dalton Park. I've only been 3 or 4 times in my life, and it was absolutely shocking. But I went there because there's a mountain warehouse there, and I thought, oh, they're bound to have one. And of course they didn't. But across the road was a trespass, and they had one, £3.99. So I've got one. So I hope I don't need it, and up to now I haven't needed it. But you can guarantee if I hadn't bought one, I would have needed it. And I can guarantee when I get home, it'll turn, the one I got off our Stephen will turn up. But you know, it's like sod's law. Anyway, get on with the beer. It's 10 o'clock. I've sat outside right up until 5 minutes ago because the sky looks, so you can see all the lights coming on over Stokesley and up to Middlesbrough, and you can see the sea right up to Hartlepool, I think. So it's been nice just sitting there looking at the scenery. But anyway, I'm in my sleeping bag now. I'm on a bit of a slope down over, but I think I'd rather have my head up the top than down the bottom. Let's see how it goes tonight. I'm not going to sleep yet. I'm just going to listen to a podcast or two, and then see if I can nod off to sleep. There's not much wind, it's just a gentle breeze. I've had a good night. The meal I've had worse. It wasn't great, but I've had worse. And see you in the morning. Nighty night. Good morning. It's almost 7:15. I've got the kettle on, cup of tea. I'm going to have a croissant. Liz put some jam on for us earlier yesterday. I've had a pretty poor night's sleep again, but never mind. That's all I can expect these days. I think I've slept the last 2 hours better than I slept the previous 4 hours, but never mind. So I'm going to have this cup of tea and my croissant and start packing up. 8:05, all packed up. That's where my tent was. As always, leave no trace. Nice morning, bit of a breeze. Sun's not quite getting through, it's there, but it's a bit hidden behind a couple of clouds. There's the morning view. I'm going back a different way to make it a more of a circular route, so I'm continuing along the Cleveland way, and then back along past Barker's Crags and that way. I'm about 1.5 miles from the car now. I've had to stop to take me top off, and I thought I would have a drink. So I'm going to sign off here. Nice morning. Like I say, 1.5 mile back to the car and then back home. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all subscribe and like and press that bell button, because there'll be another one coming very shortly after this one. So as I say again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.